Right, so what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. In today's video, what we have is my top 5 male wrestlers. Now this could be from 5 to 1 being my favourite. But everyone's different, aren't they? We all have our own different opinions on wrestling. You know, mine will be different to yours will be different to mine. You know, everyone's got different opinions when it comes to wrestling. Now, the first one in 5th place, you're probably thinking, does this guy even know anything about wrestling? Just give us a minute, because, yeah, I actually do know quite a lot about wrestling. But, yeah, shout out to Sam Rowley. Now, it's sunken to huge wrestling fans that will be watching WrestleMania this weekend. And, yeah, let's get on with the video. So, at number 5 is, you know, used to YouTube. That's the only clue I'm giving you. Fought with KSI. You probably already know who it is. But, yeah, I'll show you who it is right now. Yes, that is right. As you can see by the picture, yes, it is Logan Paul. Now, everyone's going to be thinking, why Logan Paul? Why him? Now, since he's joined the WWE, I've found that he's been a lot better in person. Like, his personality's changed. Obviously, he's a father now as well. And you know what? It's just matured since the YouTube days, which is kind of good to see, because those YouTube days weren't exactly, you know, good to watch. Anyways, his weight is about 99.8 kilograms. His height, 5'11", which, to be fair, I thought when I looked at his height, it was a lot taller. His debut was night 1 of the WrestleMania of 2022 on the 2nd of April, so a day after his birthday. He partnered with The Miz to defeat the Mysterios. So that was his debut, and obviously a little fat file about Logan Paul, because he's relatively new compared to the other wrestlers that I have got on this this list. He was relatively new to it, so he ain't exactly won the list like John Cena's one, has he? You know what I mean? But reigning World Tag Team Championship as of March of this year, alongside Austin Theory, the USA champion for over 250 days after defeating Rey Mysterio at the Crown Jewel of November 2023. So, not too much about Logan Paul, you know, but it is what it is. He's relatively new to WWE. It's what, 2026 now, so 4 years since he's been in it, since he first debuted, actually. So, you know, he's only 31 years of age, so more time to come in the WWE for him, and I hope he does have a successful career in it. As much as his YouTube days, I didn't really like him, you know, in the WWE, a bit of respect there. You got to respect it. But yeah, next one, I just mentioned him in this little fat file about the titles and stuff. If you're paying attention and listening, you know who the next one would be. It's one of the Mysterios, but who, eh? Of course, it is Rey Mysterio. Now, he was born on the 11th of December 1974, which at the time of recording makes him 51 years of age in California, the United States of America. His weight is 79 kilograms, which is pretty light for a wrestler, cannot lie. His height, 5'5", you know, he's a very small wrestler. He first debuted on the 25th of July 2002. Defeating Chavo Guerrero in the SmackDown. So that's before even I was born. You know, I've had to watch all this back for just this video, you know, all the matches, just to make sure I was right and accurate as well. I could have done it the easy way, but, you know, I like to make life difficult for myself and do things the hard way, you know. So, there's a little fat file. His titles: Cruiserweight Championship, 3-time winner. World Heavyweight Championship he's won twice. The Intercontinental Championship he's won 2 times. The USA Championship 3 times. And the WWE Championship 1 time. Now, I do like Rey Mysterio, obviously going off against Dom Mysterio every time. It's just very entertaining to watch. Personally, I think he's a real good wrestler as well. Both of them, actually. But if I had to pick between Rey and Dom, you know, it's got to be Rey Mysterio. I think he's just got that extra bit quality and he's a bit better. But anyways, it is number 4 is Rey Mysterio. The next one, I'm sure you all know. If you do not know, then you don't know wrestling, and you know what? Go find something else to watch. Don't even bother coming on this video, because if you don't know who the next guy is, then do you even call yourself a wrestling fan? Let's be honest, because if you don't know who this guy is, I hate to say it, you know nothing at all about wrestling. Of course, it's the all-time GOAT, the legend, the man. You can't see me. I've just give it away there. Of course, you know what the next one is, and it is, of course. So, of course, it is John Cena. Of course. See, right, of course, it is John Cena. Now, everyone who knows wrestling will know who John Cena is. If you don't, then, like I just said, you don't know wrestling at all. But of course it is John Cena. Why wouldn't it be John Cena? And I put him third because for me personally, yeah, he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But I do have two more favourites apart from John Cena. Obviously, this is a top five. This is my personal top five. So, you know, any wrestling fans that are older than me will obviously have different wrestlers than me. But this is from my time personally, watching the WWE and the wrestling, the SmackDowns, the Raws, the WrestleManias. You know, so John Cena has won quite a lot. Now, I'm going to mention a few because otherwise this video will be 90 minutes long if I go through every single title that he has won, because there's a lot. Anyways, John Cena, born 23rd of April 1977. At his current time makes him 48 years of age. His birthday soon, just after WrestleMania. In Massachusetts, the United States of America. Now, his weight, 114 kilograms, his height, 6 foot. His debut was the 27th of June 2002 SmackDown, and he lost to Kurt Angle that day. So, yeah, quite these wrestlers that have debuted in SmackDown as well. And SmackDown is the first wrestling thing that I ever watched, to be fair. Then, obviously, Monday Night Raw, WrestleManias, stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, John Cena, here we go. WWE Championships 14 times, which is a record, I do believe. World Heavyweight Champion, he's won it 3 times. The WWE USA Championship, he's won 5 times. The Intercontinental Championship of WWE, he's only won once, which I was surprised. I thought he actually did win more, to be fair. But obviously not. World Tag Team Championship is won twice. But yeah, I thought that Intercontinental he'd won more than once, but you know, obviously not. Which is weird because I actually did think for a split second that he won more, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, the next wrestler, the American Nightmare, you should know. Adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control. That song, you should know it, and you know exactly whose song that is. Of course, it is the Big CR. Now, of course, it is Cody Rhodes, one of the all-time favourites of mine, my favourite wrestler, second favourite wrestler of all time. It's got to be. His attitude is absolutely hilarious, the way he performs in the ring, the way he goes around talking shit behind people's backs. He is genuinely one of the favourites of all time for me. But yeah, anyways, adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control, Cody Rhodes. Honestly, that song, American Nightmare, is the best wrestling song I have ever heard in my entire life. I love it. But yeah, not only because that's my favourite wrestling song, I'm putting quite high up. Like I said, his attitude, his performance, the way he goes behind people's backs smartly and talks shit, and it all comes out, doesn't it? It's pretty good, to be fair. Anyways, Cody Rhodes, 30th of June 1985, which makes him 40 years of age of current time of recording. He was born in North Carolina. His weight is 101 kilograms. His height, about 5'11". So he first debuted on the 16th of July 2007 in a Raw episode. And you know your history, you know exactly who he lost to. You know what's coming up as well. You know, Who disrespected his father? Let me think. Big Randy Orton and his pink thongs. That's who it is, I'll tell you. Yep, so that was his debut. Lost to Randy Orton. The beef still settles to this day. Still continues. I don't think that beef will ever stop, will it? You know, I don't think it will, personally. Any wrestling fans, comment down below. Do you think it'll ever end? No, personally. Obviously, because Randy mentioned Cody's father, and Cody weren't too happy about it, were he? Right, anyways, titles. I'll read a few out here. Undisputed WWE Championship 3 times, and still is the current holder of it now as we're recording. The Crown Jewel Champion in 2024. I actually watched that as well. Drunk out of my head. It was a good one. Intercontinental Championship 2 times. The Raw Tag Team 4 times, and that is with Drew McIntyre, Goldust twice, and Jey Uso. Obviously, they did have one in the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, and they managed to win that as well. So yeah, Cody Rhodes, for me, he's up there, isn't he? He is, but this is my all-time favourite. Now you're probably thinking who I've gone for. I'll give you a clue. He's Scottish. They've just got into the World Cup. He's buzzing. You know, stood in the ring singing "Oh Flower of Scotland" recently. I think you know who it is. If you don't, you're living under a rock, aren't you? I'll tell you. Or you can just look at the next picture and I'll tell you all about this all-time legend for me personally. Of course, it is the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Nightmare, Drew McIntyre. Why would it not be Drew McIntyre? Now, people say Morgan is really overrated. Well, people may say that. I personally don't think so. I personally think he's got a good character about him. You know, when he wants to, he's always on the ball. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, so Mr. McIntyre, 6th of June 1985, which makes him 40 years of age. His weight is 125 kilograms. His height is 6'4" to 6'5" inches. I couldn't really do the conversion rate. You know, my math skills are a bit shocking, but yeah. He debuted on the 12th of October 2007 in Friday Night SmackDown. Defeated Brett Major, Zack Ryder, in other terms. You know, so that was a good debut for McIntyre, Mr. Drew McIntyre. His titles, are you ready? WWE Championship, he's won it 3 times. The World Heavyweight Championship is only won once. The NXT Championship is only won once. WWE Intercontinental Championship is won once as well. The Raw Tag Team Championship is won twice. And that is with Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler, however he pronounces his last name. 31st Triple Crown Champion as well. And in 2020, the lockdown was the Men's Royal Rumble. But yeah, that's my top 5 favourite male wrestlers. Comment yours down below, and in the future I might do a top 5 female wrestlers video. But yeah, with WrestleMania coming up, I just thought, you know, I do like wrestling, people do know that, and I don't really film about it much, do I? You know, I don't really talk about it, but I thought I'd hop on today, give it a go, see what people's reaction were. But yeah, something new. Obviously, top 5, I've done 3 videos before of top 5. So I just thought I'd bring them back. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control.